The Queen's speech. Lateness is greatness. Lateness is greatness. Anita, she's coming soon. Don't worry, darling. We're ready. All right, people, don't worry. We're starting. Don't worry about it. We got a lot to say. A lot to praise. A lot of camaraderie. Now that I finally managed to get the word spelling right. Dami, do you wanna give them your intro from your channel? Just for old time's sake. Come on, man. Do it. Come on, please.
Oh, listen. It's your boy, the Grand Dame with MAH and the Queen in the building coming through to you. Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2. And listen, it's time for Matisse to roll that intro. Perfect.
Bang!
This is good, man.
Let me put you up here, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what, yeah? I am so proud. I feel like I've just seen 11 sons go out, leave home for the first time, and they've all managed to make it. The camaraderie, the togetherness, the commitment, the fight, like, yes, and some quality too. Like, what was your initial thoughts after that match? I start with you, Dami. How are you feeling? How are you just feeling after that result? 2-2 against Liverpool.
That word used is the word. That's going to be the theme for me. Proud. I am so proud of this team today because against a lot of odds with the circumstances at hand right now, they came through the front gates when they started off. Because obviously we started off on the front foot, but the difference was Liverpool took advantage of those rare mistakes that big clubs make, and they capitalized. They came through, and then boom, Matisse, they came out and said, you know what, we're not going to get cooked by Tuchel at half time. We're going to chef things up, which they absolutely did, and they kept the game on fleek throughout, bro. XG, any statistic on use, we've dominated that Liverpool side. So I am proud, bro. I am so proud of all of those players today. Obviously, like, there are things here and there, but generally speaking, I'm proud, man. I'm so proud and I'm happy.
First super chat from David. Appreciate it. Damn Nita, back again. People are asking, why are we happy? Why are we proud? Well, listen, context is always important. Every draw is not equal. Every win is not equal. Every defeat is not equal. You have to put it into context of what Chelsea have been going through over the last couple of days. And for me personally, especially as well, I say it from 3 different elements. From a settled squad drama perspective, Liverpool are in a stronger position. From a physical and fatigue perspective, Liverpool in a better position. They had a rest last weekend. And from a starting 11 position, Liverpool are also the stronger team. So I am happy with the team today, with their performance, and they did us proud. Anita, how are you feeling?
Do you know what? You just said it. You literally just said it. After everything that's happened these last few days, the last couple of weeks as well, like before the whole Lukaku situation happened, I was still coming into this match thinking, how are we going to get something from this match? Because our backline, they haven't been good. Mendy has been questionable, extremely questionable. And it's just, I just didn't know where our firepower was going to come from. Obviously, Lukaku then scored twice, and I'm thinking, yes, we've got something back. Then the interview comes out, and I'm thinking, no, like, wagwan for this. Like, how are we going to get past this obstacle? But there's so many positive takeaways from this match that we need to just dissect in it. People asking us why we're happy. I'm telling you, if this was 2-2 and Chelsea played crap, we will not be smiling. We will not be smiling. Like you guys have seen us come into this stream and we've like drawn like a 1-1 or like a 2-2 or 0-0, and we're not happy. But today, my dears, we. I'm so serious.
That went so perfectly for you.
That was excellent.
I've seen it several times, though. You know me, I'm a whiner.
That went the way that you just did that. It just went so well. It really did. And do you know what? I'm not going to like dampen my spirits because rival fans don't understand the context of the situation and they don't understand what we've been going through for the last few days in terms of our key money man striker doing what he's done, and they don't understand the context of the situation. I'm not here to explain the context of the situation to you. The Chelsea fans will understand where we're coming from. I don't have my apple juice. I wish I did. But at the end of the day, business is business. And when I look at Manchester City, if we're being realistic, Chelsea are no longer in the title race. You know, Liverpool, for me, are probably no longer in the title race either. Both teams needed to win today. And to win against Liverpool, again, have respect for your opponent. I keep telling people this. Liverpool are a top team. Chelsea need perfect conditions to beat them. They cannot come into a game with no wing backs. They cannot come into a game with their leading striker sitting at home with his feet on the couch. They cannot do that and beat Liverpool. We just played them earlier on in the season and drew 1-1. It's not easy to beat Liverpool. So let's have it right. Now, with all of those factors involved, I'm proud of the team. And I want to start with the man in the match for me. For us, I think Salah was incredible today. Like, Salah was nuts. I was saying it in my watch-along, he was moving dangerous. He was moving vicious. I don't know if we offended this guy when we signed him from Basel that season, and you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't taking to us. We sold him.
When he celebrated, he showed more respect than the cock. But that's
bro, it's true, he did. But like the way he was moving today, he was mad. And when Salah's moving like he was today, I must say it looks like as if you're going to lose the game, because the guy he's on fire. He's moving dangerous, but we managed to get through it. But I think today Kova was unbelievable. Like,
I thought you was gonna say Salah was your man of the match.
I'm giving Kova. Kova.
Kovacic. Now, honestly, like, let's come clean. Like, obviously, you know, we've had this argument about world class here and there. Bro, Kovacic today was world class, bro. Forget about it. Today, Mateo Kovacic. I came out and tweeted. I said, look, listen, okay. I mean, he has been performing very, very well in the last few months, but today I was like, yeah, this guy, he's the dog's bollocks, bro. This guy, he is what he says he's on the team. Goal aside, because that goal, obviously, the goal was a Puskas level finish. You cannot tell me anything. Nobody can argue with me, but that was a Puskas worthy goal. That goal aside, he still dropped a 10 out of 10 performance. He was cleaning up shop and organizing the midfield very, very properly. He was taking advantage of Liverpool's high line. He absolutely bullied and destroyed that midfield that they had. Midfield, quote unquote. He was immense. World class, very tidy on the ball, wasn't giving it away. Bro, he was brilliant today, man. And then that goal to top it all off, give him goal of the man of the match, bro. Man of the match performance from me. And bro, it was incredible. It was simply just incredible. Honestly, man. This is the first time that I'm actually sitting here and saying Kante and Kovacic as a pivot were brilliant. I can't lie to you. I rarely say that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Anita. I'm not gonna lie, Anita. I rarely say that. I never think it's not something I would think to work, because you're thinking, oh, who's gonna see? Today they were brilliant, bro. There was no sitting, nobody need to sit, none of that. They were actually brilliant, and I'm gonna give them their flowers. That's just how it has to be.
It's true, and it's really nice to hear you guys talking good about Kovacic. Look at how the tables have turned in the space of 1 year. I met you guys on this month last year.
Do you remember? You had to defend this man.
Can you imagine? It's really nice to hear that you guys are talking really nice about him. But do you know what? Okay, this is Kovacic's season so far, despite the injury, right? He's improved so much, not just defensively. We already know what he was capable of. A lot of people cussed him out for always being that player that recycled the ball side to side. He'll get the ball back, pass it backwards or pass it sideways. He wins that ball back and he's progressive. The progression of the ball today was second to none. And it was just so nice to see him doing what Kante does. Today, he did exactly what Kante was doing. It was like they were mimicking each other. You mentioned there not being that balance when Kante and Kovacic play in the spaces, right? And I get it. I see it. But when you're up against a midfield that's not a ball-playing midfield like that, them two are on fire. Tuchel is brilliant. Like, he's actually a genius. They are actually on fire. And you could have given it to either Kante or Kovacic, but Kovacic had that extra edge. And if I knew he had that kind of goal in his locker, my God, they should have been passing him balls into the final third from a long time ago. Long time ago. But I'm proud, man. I'm really proud.
Cover's finish was unbelievable. Like, it reminded me of Drinkwater's goal when he slashed it into the top corner. I think that was the one time he did something good for Chelsea. He did a mad long shot one time. That goal was so good. Like, it was hit with such venom, accuracy, straight into the top corner off the post. It was delicious. And the thing is as well, I don't know if you remember that launch from Mendy where he cleared it out the sky and then Kova brought it down. Woo!
Bro.
I said, is this Iniesta? Is this Iniesta?
Sorry, honestly, like, I want us to just come through and like retract on that. You know, the center. Mendy today, sweet Jesus Christ. I don't know what this guy drank. I don't know what who put devil juice in his water, but he came on smoke today, bro. Did you see how Mendy was cleaning up and protecting that back line? Obviously, he considered 2 goals. But honestly, without Mendy in goal today, we're having a completely different conversation. This guy was absolutely world class with a lot of the saves that he was making. He was rarely put wrong. Obviously, like those other 2 goals, like there was not too much he could do. But see the stop he made for Salah's shot. That Salah shot was demonic, you know. I didn't even see that coming. Like that Salah shot, people. You know what that reminded me of? You remember when Ronaldinho popped that shocking thing against Peter Cech all those years ago? Bro, what's that? Where's that come from? And the fact that Mendy's still able to get that spot in the zone, bro, there were too many positives from this game, man. There were too many positives. There were a few negatives as well, but bloody hell, Mendy was also really brilliant. Very good.
I have to start with the positives, innit? I have to. I have to make sure that all the positives are covered before I even look at any negatives, because for a team that was 2-0 down and were fighting adversity in so many different ways today, the way that they were able to come back and do the business was so impressive. And Boogeyman says you could have won. People for me, whenever this game ended, people were always going to be saying you could have done this, that, and the third with Lukaku. And people always assume that because Lukaku scored back-to-back games with man of the matches, that we were suddenly going to be better. This team today were on the same page. This team today were pulling in the same direction. This team had one clear message and identity that they wanted to prove today. And you can't tell me that throwing in Lukaku into that stadium with those fans, with that manager that he's just disrespected, and to put him on that pitch with the rest of the team, that we are going to be better. You can't just, it's not FIFA. You can't continue to keep saying that a player, just because he's world class or because he's scoring goals previously before the drama, is just going to continue to do that. His record against Big Six teams is not even strong like that anyway. This was not a game for Lukaku. And I don't want to hear nobody tell me otherwise and tell me, we could have been this, that, and the third with him. That drama that was caused in these last few days, it has affected the team, not just the manager, but the players. If you think the players are not looking at him sideways, then you're living in another land. You don't do that, and your co-workers not look at you sideways. It's not possible. So I think Tuchel made the right decision. I think we were better for it, and we got the result. And that's it. Like there's no conspiracy theories about what happens with Lukaku. I'm so glad he didn't play. I think I backed Tuchel's decision to the hills, and I think he made the right decision, to be honest. I really do. And then sub mode and slow mode, I'm getting on it. Don't worry. My computer's moving slow. I'm getting on it. Mendy, like you said, made some saves. The big downer from the first half, we'll start with that in order, is Trevor Chalobah. What was he doing? I'm so confused to this day. I don't understand what was going on.
Do you know what that one is? Yeah, that was just like, it was inevitable, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's not like, it's kind of like, look, throw back to Thiago Silva doing something similar. Like defenders, like good defenders make mistakes from time to time. Like he tried to head it back. He was trying to be too smart for his own good. And it happened, you know what I'm saying? It happened, it led to a goal. He had 2 big errors in like 8 minutes, but he kept on, as the game went on, it just became that bit better. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm not going to comment on this because it happens. I have seen it happen. Like Thiago Silva, it happened. People tried to cook, but he became better. Chalobah, how many times he has barely set a foot wrong this season? So I'm not going to come here and cook him the way people have just been cooked. People are like, you've done your tribute to your mom, this, and that. People are being rude. I'm not even talking about it because it has happened.
That's mad. That's nuts.
It's mad, didn't it? But it's a collective team sport, and those errors do happen. So I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but I'm not expecting them to happen anytime soon. So he's young, bro. Allow him to do his thing.
Yeah. On top of that, like you said, he's young. A mistake was coming. He's been too good for like a mistake was coming. I'm okay with it. Like the goal went in. Who was it? Sadio Mane that scored. And I was just like, do you know what? He's young and he's made a mistake and it's okay. The thing about Trevor is he's probably gonna learn from this mistake. I think after that goal, he barely put a foot wrong. So it's about how he goes after making that mistake and what happens next. To be honest, was a stupid mistake because if Christensen made that mistake, on my life, I would have lost my mind. But at the end of the day, he's young. He's been given a lot of responsibility given the circumstances of the club at the moment as well, and he's our future. So please, I beg in the name of God, let's even move from this.
Facts. I just want to get your takes on it. Huh? I just wanted to get your takes on it. I completely agree. I said it in the watch along. The guy's been flawless this season. Literally, he's been so good, so technically assured, great defensively. He's actually taken responsibility at times in the middle of the back three to look after Malangsa on the left and Aspie, who sometimes is declining on that right hand side. So he's been above and beyond this season in terms of his responsibility. He's not only come into a defense with Thiago Silva and Rudiger and looked good. He's actually played games without them and still looked great and still led. So he's done above and beyond. So we definitely keep it moving with that one, and it's bound to happen. And this is why the finishing in the first half with the missed opportunities before that, when we was playing well, because what I liked about Chelsea today and why I give them so much praise is Chelsea were playing well before we conceded. Usually Chelsea have to concede first and then they get their ass in gear. Chelsea were playing well before we conceded and after we conceded. It was consistent. And that individual error put us on the back foot. Then Liverpool started to get into the game, etc. We go 2-0 down, but the fight back was deserved. The performance and the result was very much deserved as well. And maybe if that individual error doesn't happen, which never really happens, maybe we do win the game. That for me, that and the wing backs is probably more what I'll look at for winning the game than missing a striker. Because I think the one thing I'll say is in possession, when we do have Aspie and Alonso going forward for the next few games, if we don't get these signings in quickly, we are very limited on our build-up play. Because those guys, when they receive the ball in tight situations, they always go back. They can't dribble past a player. They don't have the pace to get past a player. So they have to always go back. And it makes our build-up play have to always go centrally. And it's very, very limiting for the centre-backs when they look at and assess their options. They're always going to get the ball back under pressure. So Chelsea really, if you didn't know already, you need to go and get 2 wing-backs now. Not 1, 2. Reece James is out for 3 months. Chilwell's out for the rest of the season. Go and get 2 wing-backs. This is what the manager deserves. It is what he asked for in the summer for 1 wing back. Now you need to go and get 2. Go and get that, and then we can talk about the rest of the season. Until you get those 2 wing backs, the season is on hold. It really is, because we cannot get through the rest of the season with Azpilicueta, who is gassing out at 60, 70 minutes anyway, at wing back, a more athletic position than the position that he's been gassing out in, and Alonso. It's not consistent. And I'm not going to talk about Chelsea doing anything in terms of winning shit this season until we get those 2 wing backs. So it's on hold. Players with a spine, Lukaku can learn something. That's super chat there. Appreciate it, bro. Boogeyman says if only we had Chelsea's midfield at Manchester United. The forwards are the problem. The amount of chances they miss.
What about you today?
Your sass is nuts.
It was violent without
people are sending me things about their own club. If only Arsenal did this. If only it's not about you, man, today. Respectfully.
Appreciate the super chat, Boogeyman. He's coming in again. Chalobah stopped Salah from securing the second. I think he redeemed himself with that tackle. Facts. You know, even after that, he did pick himself up and go again. You're right. And, you know, for me personally, I just look at how young he is and the way he's developing, and I'm loving it. His first season is very reminiscent to Tomori. Tomori in his first season under Lampard, great performance against Liverpool at home, helped out Alonso a lot, great performance at Ajax, Cruyff turn on Ziyech, like so many great moments for Tomori, that long screamer against Wolves. And unfortunately, Tomori should really still be in this team with us. Like all of these centre-backs running out of contract that we're talking about, we had the ready-made replacement right fucking there, bro. Right there. Tomori was playing left side of a back three in that Ajax game. Sorry, I think he was playing right side. I think he was capable of playing both, actually. Like, he was so ready. He played left side against Liverpool. Yeah. He was ready.
Multifaceted. That's what he was. Tomori never put a foot wrong. But only God knows what happened there. We shall see more.
We talk about this situation that we're in with these centre-backs. who have showed the professionalism to keep playing football. I'm disappointed Christensen's not signing a new contract, but it is what it is. We won't get into it too much. But we had the young centre-backs ready to replace these outgoing ones. Literally 3 of them. Trevor, Gerhi, Tomori. 3 for 3, fam. Are you mad? They were all there. 3 for 3. Ball playing. One of them's dual-footed and multifaceted. All 3 ready to replace the 3. Can you imagine? And all of them with back 3 experience. I can't tell you how perfect it was. I actually can't. I cannot tell you. Chalobah in the middle, Tomori on the right, Gerhi on the left. Or Gerhi on the right, Tomori on the left. I cannot fucking tell you how perfect it was. I was ready. We were ready for this. We were ready for this. But it is what it is. What's that? Yo, Dami, listen, if you've got something going on, fam, just do your thing, bro. It's always girls every time with this guy.
He's always got a ting. He's always got a ting.
He's always got a ting going on. Oh, Boogeyman versus Anita, yeah? Calm down, Anita. I'm here supporting my boy with the baby. Stay cute. Hey!
I'm a you, baby.
Big up, Boogeyman. Appreciate the support, bro. Appreciate it. Dami, every time with this guy.
Can we address this?
Wow.
Hey, listen, you, yeah. You see, yeah. You see.
Let us focus on. See, look, I told Matisse before the stream started I needed to leave at 7:00, and then I got the see. So I need to leave. I'm going to leave in 2 minutes. So let's focus on Chelsea because Chelsea is the talk of the town today.
Hold on. Why do you need to leave?
It's important for us to actually talk about Chelsea right now and capitalize on the very important team that we have. But honestly, like for me, it's like I said, this is a masterstroke from Tuchel, man. Like in my honest opinion, like what Thomas Tuchel has done today, I can't really because considering all things considered, there's a lot of pressure from the fans. A lot of people, obviously, we still wanted us to win today. Wanted us to prove Lukaku wrong. He wanted to show the players that look, despite all that's going on, you guys can still get stuff done. So the mentality that is my takeaway. The mentality, we beat the mentality accusations. We did it today, finally and officially. People were talking about it for the longest time, but we came through and we still got our business pattern. People are talking about big bad Lukaku striker. I feel like he can be good. I feel like if things were going according to plan and smoothly, he could have struck probably. Maybe he could have won us the match, but not right now. He would have come in and messed up the fluidity. His body language would have been different. He would have been like, "Oh, see, I said what I wanted, and I still came on the pitch. What are you going to do about it? We've destroyed that. And we played that Liverpool team. We played Liverpool like, hey, yo, listen, we don't need no striker like that. We got the minerals. This is Cobham FC. We can get our thing pattern. And all 11 of those players, I feel like, for example, maybe Havertz and Mount, some of them, few people didn't really, we're not excellent, but all the players on the pitch today definitely showed that, look, 100% we're committed to the cause, committed to this club, committed to the manager, and we love those fans are ready to down the pitch. That is what we need at Chelsea FC. That is what won us that UCL, and that is what's going to win us any trophies moving forward. I've said my piece and I need to leave. Good take.
Dami, before you go, where are you going?
Oh my God.
Where are you going? We haven't been there 23 minutes. We haven't been here. Where are you going?
I see you lot later.
Yeah,
Cheers,
he did say he had to go. Don't
let her go. Tell her I said hi.
Stop it, man. Why are they cooking in the comments, man?
Because you're cheating on me. That's why.
You know who? I don't give them the narrative. When did we do? I didn't know what.
They're cussing. They're cussing you in the comments. Oh my days. You're getting dragged. Man, them said you're not even giving us consistent content, and now you want to leave in this one. Wow. This guy. Man, them said we haven't seen you on the YouTube for a while and you're leaving. Wow.
Oh, please.
I'll holler you lot later, yeah? In a bit, yeah?
See ya.
Bye. We won't defend you.
I can't believe he's cheating on me though, man.
It's a madness. I'm sorry, Anita.
It's fine. I'm just used to men just doing me bad.
See what he's done. You see what he's done. Wow, you see what he's done. It's a madness. But I mean, we talk about finishing. We talk about finishing in the first half, but eventually Pulisic did throw that ball in the back of the net with a mad finish as well. What did you make of the front three today? Because we were looking for that critical finish, but we were struggling to get it in the first half, weren't we?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Pulisic. I cussed him hard, you know. I cussed that man when he gave the first miss. And then Mane showed him how to do it. Like 2 minutes later, I was furious and I cussed him out. I said he needs to go back to wherever we bought him from. He needs to go back to Borussia Dortmund, because what we've had from Christian Pulisic this entire season doesn't compare to anything that we've seen from him. I think it was the 2019 season when he had that run in the summer. Yep. He had that run and then everyone got gassed over it. We have not seen that replicated yet, and it's been frustrating to watch. So when he gave that miss, I was confused. I didn't think Kai Havertz was in the game either. Mason Mount also. I just feel like they were a little bit off pace. They weren't burying their chances, and it just got frustrating, Matisse. I can't even lie. But then the second half of the first half, they redeemed themselves. Obviously, going 2-0 down is never nice, but you have to give credit to Mason Mount, in my eyes anyway.
Yeah.
I was watching him and I was just looking at a player who obviously wants to die for the badge. You'd see him at every single opportunity he had to get the ball. You'd see him try his best to go and get that ball, go win that ball. He was pressing so hard as well. Christian Pulisic started pressing hard as well. But you know, when that one person starts that domino effect, and that was Mason Mount, and obviously N'Golo Kante played his part as well in doing all of this. So yeah, man, I was okay with the front three. Yeah. Is it a front three I want to see going forward? No. But I was okay with it. We didn't really have much of a choice, much of an option. Seeing Callum come on in like the last few minutes was nice. Yeah. But boy, we need to re-up. It's quite sad. We actually need to re-up.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you know what it is? They exerted so much energy in that first half, and even the start of the second half of their pressing. Like you said, they were so aggressive. They were getting in Liverpool's faces, pressing Fabinho, trying to nick the ball. They did press the left side defense at one point, and then it ended up becoming a Pulisic shot where it wasn't a shot. He tried to round the goalkeeper. But all of that energy exerted in all of those counter presses and winning the ball high up the pitch, I thought this team would gas out around the 70th, 80th minute, and then we would concede. And that's why I was trying to say to people on the watch along, it's not, even though we want to win, we need to respect the work that they're doing in this game, because it's not easy, especially when their preparation has been disturbed. And the amount of miles they're putting in on that pitch after playing midweek and then last weekend as well. And Liverpool didn't play last weekend, so they're a bit fresher. The fact that they were able to hold that and take that result out, this is why I'm so proud of the team, because context-wise, we weren't as fit going into the game as Liverpool would have been. And we also had the added on drama on top. So it wasn't easy at all. And I don't know how the crowd was. I hope they were going mad behind the players and the atmosphere was nuts. I hope so, yeah.
It seemed crazy. And my girl was like voice noting us from the bridge, and I could just hear bare noise. Like it just seemed like the atmosphere was going off. I wish I went. I can't lie to you.
Same. That would have been a serious vlog. It would have been mad for me. I can't lie. The game looked mad.
I was proper holding off on it. I was fighting myself. I was thinking, should I go? Should I not go? It's cold. I want to watch us lose. Like I was like, But I went to the Arsenal match instead to kind of, just watch
business.
It's a bit bad. I feel a little bit bad. Even when it was like, all right, cool. But yeah, man, I wish I went today, but the atmosphere seemed like it was buzzing. And if Lukaku, like you said, if Lukaku was on the pitch today, would the atmosphere have been the same? I don't know. We talk about the 12th man a lot. The fans, would they have been able to get back the team if Lukaku leading that front?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think a lot of Chelsea fans are obviously disappointed because today marks the day where we're out of the title race, in my opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinion. But the reason why I said we were in the title race is because I felt like if under perfect circumstances, Tuchel would be able to take this team above what their ability really is, which is to win a title, a one-off, which is what Conte did for our team way back when. But when you add in the disease and all the cases, and then you add in the injuries, and then you add in the drama, now it's not possible. You're asking him to do far too much. You're asking him to make magic with no potions. It makes no sense. And when you're competing with City, we have to understand that project and that situation that's been created, I think in Pep's first season, he finished 3rd or 4th. Like, this is Tuchel's first full season. That what you're looking at over there that we're competing with at City, that is 5 years on the bounce ready. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not no little Mickey Mouse thing that you're coming up against. That's a whole enterprise. If you want to compete with that,
Liverpool as well, you know.
Yeah. If we want to compete with that consistently, it's going to take more than just bringing in a top manager. It's going to take a whole restructure of the squad and partly the football club in terms of the scouting. Because if you look at before Pep came into that City team, they brought in Tiki. And they made sure that they brought in that brother from Barcelona who he worked with. So the players that they identify and bring in are in line before Pep even comes through the door. And they made sure they set up that club from top to bottom in Pep's image. You look at Liverpool with their recruitment with Edwards before he left. They set up that club from top to bottom in Klopp's image. And if Chelsea want to compete with these clubs, especially City, because Liverpool at this point just have that one league title to their name, unfortunately for them. If you want to compete, I know it's not easy. It's not easy. Those are the facts. I understand the context, 100%. I defend them. I actually defend them quite a bit. I defend them last season with the injuries, but it is the facts. If you want to compete with that, we have to restructure. We need to get proper scouting so we can go and get a Tsimikas at Liverpool who signed for 12 million from Olympiacos. Where are Chelsea's gems? Where are our signings like that? That's what we need to do.
Tsimikas is the person we should have been looking at for this left back.
We didn't know about him. Yeah.
I don't know. You know, where have they been? Where
are our scouts, Anita? For real?
Where have they been? What have they been doing?
We just go for the obvious targets.
I don't want to, because when we went in for Kai Havertz, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, obviously, ever since the Champions League goal, I haven't really spoken much about it. But when we went in for Kai Havertz, I was a bit baffled about why we went in for him when we still have that DM area yet to be touched.
Do you know what it is with Chelsea? They've been going after names and they haven't been going after profiles. They've been going after names. And what I mean by that is someone has a good season statistically, and then we look at them. But do we look at the traits and characteristics and profile and how it matches up with our squad? What do we lack? What do we need? What do we want? And I don't feel like we're doing that as well as those other clubs that I just mentioned, the Cities, the Liverpools. When you look at a Timo Werner, why did we need a counter-attacking striker when we're playing possession-based football? Somebody tell me. Somebody legitly tell me, why did we need a counter-attacking striker or a striker that thrives off of high lines when we play possession-based football against low blocks? That's the basics. Like, that's not even me getting into the intricacies of the other signings, which are a little bit more complex, like your Ziyech's, etc. But that Werner one especially, make it make sense, because it just doesn't. Like,
wasn't that Lampard signing, Werner?
It was. Well, I don't know whose signing it was, because when these signings go well, they're Lampard and Tuchel signings, and when they don't go well, they're club signings. So I don't know who wants to claim these signings or what. But you was all in the room together, and you sat down and you had your Zoom calls, and you said yes. Someone said yes. Somebody authorized it. You know, somebody authorized it. So I don't know who wants to take it.
They did it together, so I just don't hear it. Sorry.
You know when someone accidentally gets pregnant, oh, it was your fault. It was your fault. No, you both did it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was you. It was you. No, it was both of you. What are we doing here? Do you know what I mean? Just take responsibility. The both of you. You both shook hands.
To all of the fatherless children out there, Matisse apologizes. You were not a decision. You were a good decision. Okay? Both your parents took accountability. Both of them.
This brother's out here cheersing. You're cheersing the camera too much today. I wish I had some apple juice now. I'm fuming.
Listen, I said I either need to buy wine or I need to buy tequila after today. So when I saw the lineup, I chose wine because I thought we might get something out of this. We might. So now I'm just gonna sit back, relax, probably play some video games, and just.
You know what? Let me get my apple juice. Hold on.
Go and get your apple juice.
Let me do it.
Some wine. Oh, I just realized this is the first time I've been left alone on your stream. I could call some chaos.
Why am I not drinking apple juice? Really? It doesn't make sense.
Oh, we can't hear me. Matisse has a...
It doesn't make sense. Huh? Let's do this.
I was about to tell him a little secret, but you came back. But it's fine. Anyway, why? No. Go and get the real apple juice. We don't want this one. We don't want this one.
This is all I have.
No. We don't want this one.
This is all I have.
Is that from concentrate, Matisse?
It's never from concentrate, it says.
Okay, if it was from concentrate, I'll have to look at you differently, bro.
It's from Sainsbury's.
But that's not that.
Let's drink.
No. Sorry, I don't drink with babies.
Let's drink.
That's a baby drink, my darling.
I don't have any alcohol in the house. I can't lie. I wasn't ready for this. You rang me in mid watch along. You're like, yo, run up the thing. I wasn't
I'm not gonna lie. This, I had to go and ring up the thing because I'm telling you, we were going to win that match. Yeah. We were going to win that match. I think, someone mentioned it in the comments that Jorginho came on and we slowed down. It's true. It's true. We actually did slow down a little bit. And I don't know, Matisse, like, are you seeing Jorginho at this club next season?
I personally do, but the season after, now that's where it might make sense for him to go. I think he'll be in his last year of his contract. And I'm personally prefer Jorginho to leave on a free because I don't think we'll get that much money for him. I really don't. Like, we might get 20 million, but this is my logic. If we get rid of him this summer, we have to get 2 DMs. And I don't think we're going to do that because we need the defenders, we need the fullbacks, and we need the forward. We need too many things. And Chelsea are moving mad stingy these days. So I think for me, you get 1-6, you get the DM, you keep Jorginho, and you have the both of them. And then the following season, when Jorginho is about 32, then you get the other DM, and then you phase him out and you let him go. That's how I would personally do it. I think Chelsea need to handle this situation very carefully because you've got a midfield where we've got injury-prone Kante, we've got Kova, who is brilliant and improving, and we've got Jorginho. And I said a couple of years ago, at some point in the next few years, I think I said last year, I said this last year. In the next few years, we're going to have to replace Kante and Jorginho. Kante because he's injury-prone and we can't rely upon him, and Jorginho because he's just getting older and we're going to need a new 6. Like, look at Manchester City. They got Rodri in to replace Fernandinho. We need to get a younger 6. We need to take the responsibility of him playing every single game and then dropping clangers when he's got, painkillers and he's overplayed. And we need to look after him a bit better and have a competition for him because in every position, you should have 2 players and we don't have 2 6s. We only have 1. So it's not fair on him. It's not even good for him to be the only 6. It's not good. So
I think we've got to move on Jorginho this season. Not because I want to, but because, right, let's look at this. Right now, Jorginho is valued at 40 million pounds.
Who would pay 40 million?
That's what he's valued at.
I don't think anyone will pay 40.
I don't know. I think people will because you've got a Ballon d'Or runner-up. Right, this is what the facts are. He's a Ballon d'Or runner-up. He was so pivotal in helping Chelsea cross the finish line in the Champions League, and he's been pivotal ever since. In this season as well, he's still been pivotal. He's still been that pivotal player. There is still enough value to let him go now, so that we can buy another DM with that exact same money.
I get that. 1 year left though. Do you think he'd still be worth 40 million? That's the question.
Yes. Because if he does decide, because it's still on the table, if he does decide to sign a new contract, it will be more in the years to come. So I do think teams will pay that 40 million for him if they needed him anyway. It depends on what team actually needs a Jorginho at the moment. Yeah. But I would always say that if there is an opportunity this summer to get him, I don't want to say get rid of him because I really do like Jorginho, but if there's a chance to move him on and kind of bring him a DM with that 40 million that we potentially get for him, I do it at the moment. And we're not going to get a Declan Rice. Let's keep it real. Like, we're letting 3 players potentially go off on a free this summer. Aspilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, and what's his name again? Christensen.
Sorry, yeah.
I've erased him from my mind.
Are you hurt? Are you hurt deep by Christensen? I am too. You know,
I am. That contract situation is not.
I'm kind of surprised that, like I always said, if Rudiger goes after the ups and downs of this football club, fair enough. I completely understand. We keep it moving. I wouldn't reject 300, 400k from Real Madrid anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, go for it. Fuck it. Why not? It's not like as if we've always seen eye to eye and the club have seen eye to eye with you. You've had your ups and downs. Aspilicueta is kind of naturally declining anyway. I think this is probably a good time for him. The more that I think about it, the more I kind of accept it. I don't want to see him play poorly at Chelsea. I don't want to see him like really regress. I wanted him to retire here initially, but then the more I see him regressing, I don't want him to properly regress here. I don't want to see what that looks like.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see what that looks like.
Your parents get old, like you don't want to see Aspilicueta lose his fine wine because it's coming.
Yeah.
We saw it today. Like on that wing back role, he's not it. He's just not it, is he?
No, so, and we have seen, once I said it on Space, very rarely Chelsea players do retire here anyway, which is fair enough. So I'm cool with that. But Christensen, we developed him. We look, from the youth system.
Loved him.
Yeah, we put so much, stock in him in terms of like developing him, sending him out on loan, dealing with the whole Barcelona pass and everything. Like, it's just a bit disappointing that he's not going to end up staying and he's not going to end up renewing the contract. But you know what? I'm not really attached. Like, I can keep it moving. Like, all right, if you want to go. We'll replace you. Like, a lot of these players, they do tend to not really, it's very rare that a player will stay at one club his whole career, which is what we're maybe expecting Christensen to do. He's not getting the money that he wants. Apparently, he's not getting the wages that he wants. Cool. If you think you're valued more than what they're offering, I can't argue with you. We'll keep it moving. I think we'll be fine. We need to probably sign 2 centre-backs. I was talking about it on Watch Along. If we promote Levi Colwill, who's having a great season at Huddersfield, which I think we really at this point maybe have no choice because we have literally no centre-backs at this point. We sign Silva up to the new contract. We keep Trevor, and then we need to sign 2 more, I think. And the reason why I say 2 more, not 1. If we sign 1 and we play a back 4, we've got 4 options, but Thiago Silva is one of them. And he is going to be another year older. And this system, people talk about the system helping Jorginho. The system also helps Thiago Silva. You don't really want Thiago Silva at his big age stretching for recovery tackles on the right channel, on the left channel, tracking Salah, tracking Mane. The reason why this system is so good for Silva is because he gets to sit in the middle of the back 3. He gets to marshal everybody around him. Runners are going left and right, and he just gets to stay in close quarters and defend properly and do his job. You don't want him running all over the shop, game in, game out, week in, week out. We don't want Silva having to play 2 games a week in a back 4. It looks very different to what we're doing right now. It really does. With an extra year on his age as well. Koundé comes in, cool. So that's 4. You need that 5th because we play too many games. We don't want to get stuck in this situation again where someone gets injured and then you've only got 3 and then you can't play a back 3. You can't be flexible. You can't switch between back 3, back 4. Like, we need to have 2. So I think probably 2 centre-backs plus a promotion. So that's 2 players already.
And 2 wing-backs.
2 wing-backs. If you're not keeping Aspie, that means you have no backup right back. Left back, you need a left back as well. People have been talking about Ampadu as maybe that extra centre-back, so you don't sign 2, you only get 1.
Babes, I forgot about
You forgot all about him. Listen, I don't know. Is that your boy, yeah? I like him too. Is he ready, though?
I'm not sure. Is anyone ever really ready, though? Because I will say the same thing about Colwill. Is Colwill ready? Like, Colwill, he's had a great season, and I think he's so talented. And when it's his time, he's going to maybe a John Terry flex. Maybe there's potential there for it. But is he ready yet? I don't think he is. I wouldn't bring him back so early. But Ampadu, if he's not ready next season, when would he be ready? Because this guy
yeah. I mean, how old is he? I think he's 21 now, is he?
He's old enough. He's of age. When he started playing, for the first team, when he was around 18, 19. So I would say he's 21 now. Let me double check.
Ampadu is 21 years old.
There we go.
Yeah. So he's still young. He's still really young. Like, he's, Trevor only got into the team this season. He's 22. So, yeah. So, I don't know. It's a risk. It's a massive risk. I can't lie. I don't know if the defense looks a bit short then. Koundé, Ampadu. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll get beaten in aerial duels.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not safe. I'd rather sign 2. I'm not going to lie. It's not safe. For me, if you're bringing in Colwill, you're already bringing in that unknown quantity in the upper division. I think Colwill's having a similar loan to Tomori had in the Championship. Like, he's completely dominating. Like, and that's why I'm not afraid to bring him into the first team. I would love for him to have 1 year with Silva as well, just so he can learn off of him. And then, obviously, the following season, Silva leaves. And Mason Mount, Tomori, they came from that division and they had great first seasons for the jump. So I think 1 risk is enough. 2 is a bit of a piss take potentially. Lee says, surprised we haven't gone for Trippier loan, good wing back. you know what it is? Newcastle could become our enemies, you know, because they're ready to buy these players.
Fam, Newcastle, Lucas Dean. If we don't get Lucas Dean, it's because Newcastle promised Everton money. I'm telling you, like, Newcastle are going to become that thorn in our butts, not just for us, but for Manchester City too. Because Man City wanted Lucas Dean too. So let's see how it goes. But I'm telling you for a fact, even Kieran Trippier, Newcastle are also in for Kieran Trippier. Everyone wants a left back at this moment. I just don't understand why. But Chelsea need to kind of pull their money out of their socks here and kind of understand this is an important role for us. And on top of that, if we're going to buy a left back in summer, I want us to get Theo Hernandez.
Oh, really?
I want a Theo Hernandez, yes.
That's your first choice.
That's my first choice left back, Theo Hernandez. He's 24. He's still quite young. His skill set is impeccable. He is a Ben Chilwell doppelganger. Like, they're so similar in the way they play. And I do think a Theo Hernandez will put this Chelsea team back to normal. And we don't know what Ben Chilwell was coming back from injury. Is he going to be informed? Is he not going to be informed? By the grace of God, he's going to be informed because I really love him. But we need someone that can truly challenge him. And Theo Hernandez is that person.
Mad. And do you know what? Yeah, like, you're right. We don't know what Chilwell's coming back. Like, we really don't. And I think Chelsea fans haven't really deeped this yet. Like, look at the other big injuries we've had. Look at, you know, Hudson-Odoi. Look at Ruben. That's the severity of the situation that we're dealing with here. Like, we really need to take this seriously. If we're just waiting for him to come back, not knowing what version we're getting, we could potentially be screwing ourselves in this position for a good few years before he returns to his level. I don't know what. Yeah. I hope it's next season he returns to his level, but I'm not going to be on his case expecting it to be. Like, I'm going to give him that full season to get back to his level. And you should too, really, if you have any sort of sympathy for how big the injury that he's having is. So, you know, guys have got to remember that when we talk about left backs right now, we're talking about somebody who's out for a long time. You know, it's not a joke, man, injury that he's got. Big Steve says, splendid result. Appreciate it, the super chat. Big Steve, listen.
He's
man. Congratulations on the Premier League title, Big Steve. You heard it here first. Do you know what I'm saying? Congratulations. We'll see you in the Champions League final.
I ain't gonna lie. If we do get to the Champions League final and we meet City,
I want them. You know. I want them again.
City will Pep. I think that day Pep Guardiola will put his body on the line. City.
I want them again. I want them again.
Sub himself in, he will do it. Like, nah.
I want them again. I've actually got some rivalry with City now because Saj and Big Steve. I want them again. Give them again. Fuck it.
You're mad. Please, Big Steve, it's not from me. It's not from me.
OS says Brozier would be a solid in that Havertz role. I think he might play it a bit differently because he's an actual striker. But Brozier's another one. Like, again, we need to start bringing these guys back and not splashing because again, when you look at the players that we've spent money on in comparison to the players that are homegrown in that attack, they're all giving similar output. Like, just the difference is not really worth the money that we spent. So unless you are going above and beyond to get the best of the best, you may as well use Brozier. Why not? Do you know what I mean?
Brozier with the right coach, he can be so deadly. So deadly. And let's see what Tuchel can do, because everyone keeps talking about how Tuchel doesn't improve our forwards. Let's bring Brozier home and let's see what Tuchel can do with him, because at the end of the day, I think Brozier can be a menacing talent if somebody just believes in him.
Yeah, and he's showing really good stuff at Southampton. The last it took him a slow start, but then he's picked up and managed to get some game time now. He's looking good. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me see what the mandem are saying. I just see the private chat. That's why I drink more apple juice. I'm telling you.
Oh, Corona.
Cheers. Buyback Livramento. Well, Livramento's buyback is not active until 2023. So until then, we can't actually do that. So yeah, I mean, you know, that's the situation. We can't actually do that now. Big Steve saying played well tonight, looked dangerous. Yeah, do you know what? That's why I said, look, again, Big Steve, when he talks about performance, yeah, he's telling you what it is, and this is why I keep telling people in terms of other rivals, you got you can't tell me I shouldn't be proud of that Chelsea performance. You honestly can't. Like, we really played well today. We really did. Yeah. And Big Steve is telling you that right now. And I heard his review for the Arsenal-Man City game. I think Arsenal probably deserved to get something out of that game. He was saying the same as well. But when you see City go in a game like that and not play at their best and still get the win somehow, the title is done. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm telling you again, no Reece James for us, that is a killer. Because I don't know, can you trust this board to get 2 wing backs that we need and good ones ASAP? Or do you think they're going to fumble the bag?
It's reported that Roman Abramovich himself wants Theo Hernandez. So the fact that everyone knows Roman is a footy guy, the fact that Roman Abramovich has said that he's willing to throw money to get a Theo Hernandez, that is huge. So I don't think they're gonna potentially shit the bed with this. I think they're probably looking at everything right now. And remember, Thomas Tuchel, after the whole Hakimi thing fell through, he said he wants Adama Traore because he kind of saw this whole situation happening. He was thinking, if Reece James drops, what's next? We don't have a solution for that. And Adama Traore, I'm not his biggest fan, but if Thomas Tuchel wants him, board, let's just go get him. This is the time where the board and Thomas Tuchel will need to sit together and work out exactly what is necessary. Now, is a DM the first thing that we need to look at? Now, I don't think so. Now, right now, just as of today, I don't think so. Purely because we have so many issues right now. And I'm not saying it's, you lot know me and my unhealthy love for Declan Rice. I love Declan Rice. But it's a little too late. That's how I see it right now. It's a little too late. The transfer window has now come back around. We now have 3 centre-backs who are leaving, 2 wing-backs who are now injured, and 1 wing-back who can potentially not come back in the same form. We need to focus on the defense in the transfer window, and it's so sad. So I don't think they're going to shit the bed of it. They're going to take it so seriously, and I want Tuchel and the board to sit down together and just get the man what he wants. That's it.
Look, you only have to look at Arsenal's transfer window with their scouting. They've actually done a good job.
Yeah, we all laughed at them, you know. Fuck me, they've done a good job.
Like, for real. Like, they have better scouts than us.
They've always had better scouts, though.
They have, but like, do you know how mad that is? I'm saying that, like, Arsenal Football Club have better scouts than us. Do you know how mad that is?
Fam,
that's nuts.
They've always been on the ball with players. They just never give the money. They never give the money.
Like, proper. Like, it's not good. It's actually mad. And someone's asking here, Brozier aside, which striker would you bring in? Let me tell you something. I am so scarred. With strikers. I'm not going to have an answer for you for the rest of the season. I will give you, first of all, let's see what happens with Lukaku, because I don't know what's going to happen there. But if he does end up going, I will give you a name at the end of our season. I am going to go and scout the globe for a striker. I am going to go and scout the globe. I am going to go and do mentality checks. I am going to go and check their old interviews. I'm going to go and check everything. I'm going to ask their parents how they brought them up, everything. The whole 9 yards. I am literally going to dig so deep before I give you a name. I am going to check every single blade of grass. I'm going to turn every single stone over before I give you a name. I'm not giving you no answer until I find that striker. We are scarred. Every striker we get, they either want to leave mid-season and go to China, or they want to do Ellen DeGeneres interview, or they want to do this and that. No. I will find a striker.
No, yeah, I'm with you actually. I'll be right. Whether you go to Saudi Arabia to find it, whether you go
I'm going to go everywhere. Yeah, I'm loading up Football Manager tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Put me in your suitcase. We'll go together because enough is enough. Enough is actually enough.
This was meant to be it, you know. This was meant to be the one, and we've shafted again.
Do you know what? Like, people don't understand why I'm so hurt. I look at Lukaku as if he's my man, like he's my boyfriend, you know. My man is flirting with other women in front of my face and telling me I'm not good enough. I'm not doing what satisfies him. I'm really, really, really hurt by this. It's not just Lukaku wanted to go back to Milan. It's the whole thing, just outing Chelsea the way he did, man. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. No,
it's a madness. No. It's an absolute madness.
He was meant to be the one.
He was bro. That's what I'm saying.
We've had Torres, Timo Werner, Falcao, Higuain,
Pato. Oh my god! Oh my god!
This was meant to be it.
I'm telling you.
Well.
Do you know how many times we've gone through this, Anita? We have been going through this for years.
I'm broken, bro.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm
and
exhausted.
The thing is, yeah, he's the ex that we took back. We took back our ex, and we took him back. And then he's going to do this. We gave him another chance. Do you get? And he's doing this. Look Lukaku, man, I'm so hurt.
They said this is like going and getting married and saying I'm gonna get with my ex before I get with grey hairs.
Right.
Like this is what Mo said on the space. This is what Lukaku said when he said he's going to Inter Milan before the end of his prime. Lautaro, you wait there. I'm coming soon, sir. This brother said I'm married. I've got kids. I've got young kids. And I'm going to go and get with my ex before I get grey hairs. You are going to have to put that ring on the shelf. The mortgage will not be paid off. I am going to do a Las Vegas on you. I'm going to do it. I'm telling you now.
It's not funny, Matisse, man. It's not funny. It's not.
Oh, my God.
It's not. I just feel really hurt. I feel cheap.
It's
and I feel used. Anyway,
mad.
That's his business.
It's mad. It's mad. He fully got you the Prada necklace.
Look at this. This is from him. It's from him.
It's mad.
Sorry, this went.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get the shirt. I can't lie. I'm very glad I didn't get the shirt. I was so close.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Do you know I was so close in that summer to ordering a Haaland shirt.
A what?
A Haaland.
You're mad.
Shirt.
You don't ever get the shirt before they sign. You crazy?
Can you imagine? I was gonna get a Haaland shirt so early on. I was so confident we were gonna get it. I was gonna get a Haaland shirt. I was about to write Haaland 9 on my bag. Please, thank God I didn't.
Oh, it's all mad. It's all mad. It's all mad. But you know, today with the performance, I'm just proud. I think we need to have a conversation about Liverpool, though. Anita, let's talk about Liverpool. Did they fumble the bag today? Because they were 2-0 up. They're meant to be in a must-win game for the title race. They didn't really have too many issues with their starting 11 apart from the goalkeeper, and they let us back into the game. Are we going to talk about that? Because everybody's talking about Chelsea fumbling the bag, Chelsea underperforming, Chelsea were overhyped, Chelsea are not as good as they say they are. Liverpool, what? You're meant to be... What's going on?
You know what's so crazy, right? I think Liverpool, regardless of what I say next, Liverpool, top 2 teams in this Premier League, right? Regardless of what I say next. They have not had a great season. Everyone needs to put their glasses on and understand that Liverpool have not been up to par this season. This is not the best I've seen Liverpool play. They haven't been up to par since the start of the season, and it's still the same story. Yes, they've had phenomenal performances, and I've seen it, but I do not think they're at their best at the moment. Despite, I think that they only had three players out today. 3 players. Other than that, they had a fully fit squad, right? Mo Salah has carried this team because he is a world-class player. He is that world-class player that's able to carry teams to victories, and he's been doing it. Once Mo Salah stopped doing it, Liverpool stopped doing it. And that's been a problem for them. So did they shit the bed? They shit the bed as much as we did, because really and truly... In fact, no, they shit the bed more than we did, because we have so many injuries, so many people coming back from COVID, more than Liverpool does, and they should have taken this game to us a lot harder because they were 2-0 up, and once they were 2-0 up, I was scared. I thought, oh, okay, that's it. If it gets to a Man United thing, I'm locking it off. Like, I'm locking it all off. Like, I'm not watching it anymore. So, yeah, I think... Yeah, they did shit the bed with it, but I just don't think they've been as great as everyone thinks they've been. Again, I'll repeat myself, Liverpool, top 2 teams in this league behind Manchester City, but this season has not been there, so I'm not shocked by them letting 2 goals go. And even Liverpool fans, they're not shocked by conceding 2 goals. They're not shocked. So yeah.
Liverpool defensively hasn't been as strong this year as I expected them to be for all their defenders coming back, for their back line, Van Dijk being the greatest ever centre-back the world's ever seen in the Premier League. Like all of these things, I'm not seeing the defensive record that I'm expecting to see. I'm seeing a lot of cracks, and it's very surprising because they've conceded some mad goals. Brentford, Atletico, West Ham, like it's nuts.
You tell them that their defense isn't what it used to be, and they get really defensive. And I understand that when you've
Ironic.
when you've had the best defender. But it's true. When you've had the best defender for so many years, I get why you'd be a bit insecure about the defense. I get it. When we had John Terry, people were telling me that John Terry was finished. I told them, no, he's not finished. He was still, then Antonio Conte just stopped playing him. Then I was just like, maybe he is finished. Cool. But Van Dijk's not finished. Konate's not finished. Trent Alexander-Arnold's not finished. Like, there's still a good back line, but this high line cannot run forever. Like today, I feel like if we were just ruthless. If we were ruthless, we could have exploited their back line so easily. So easy. We were getting in behind their back line. We just were burying chances. We were giving Trent Alexander-Arnold problems. We were giving Van Dijk problems. I think their best defender today was probably Konate. Konate was really good, and he's really speedy. Very speedy. But on top of that, no, like I just don't think Liverpool have been as great as they have been in the last few years.
Aaron says Lukaku definitely messaged Pulisic to tell him he wilding for missing that chance in the first half. I did an American accent. Well, I tried my best for like 10 minutes in the first half, just going off on one. Like, it was a madness.
Hey, hold on, let me hear your American accent.
I was like, I can't even do it on the spot. I was like, yo, wilding Pulisic, man, dog, you taking the piss, bro. You messing around, bro. No, I can't do it when I'm forced, man. I'm sorry. You put me under pressure now.
I just don't think you can do it.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
Yeah, you wilding, dog. You know.
See, look, you don't like it when you're under pressure, do you?
It's bad pressure.
It's not easy. Stage fright. It's not easy.
Oh
let me do it in my own comfort of my own home, fam. Don't ask me questions. Oh my god!
You weren't easy. Sorry.
Oh man, I need an American ASAP.
Do you have any American subscribers?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But in terms of content creators, there's not too many Chelsea American content creators. There's a couple, but not too many. But yeah, it's mad, man. Like he fully sat on his couch today watching the team, and I hope he learned a lot. Because again, I keep saying he's not indispensable. You know, he's really not. Like we need to stop putting him on this mad pedestal because of what he costs. Like we put that price tag on you for a good reason. If you're not gonna fulfill that price tag, then we'll strip it back off you, bro. Like you're not that guy for real.
Facebook.
I haven't seen his Facebook. I didn't even know people still use Facebook. What's going on with that? What's that all about? What does that say? Are you taking a piss? Is that new? That's not updated, Anita. Stop it.
What? The last
Stop
post.
it. Anita, stop it. What's the last post? Read it out.
Not the way to end the year, but we move on.
Piss off, man.
30th of December, 2021.
We don't want to hear it, please, sir. Don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry about the thing. Because every little thing is gonna be all right.
Oh,
you think I want your apology? Huh? Are you stupid? I don't want you. I've said this consistently on Spaces. I do not want your apology, big man. I don't trust your words. Your words don't mean nothing. Please save your words. All of this flip-flop PR nonsense, I don't want to hear it. Okay? If you get let back into the team, bang the goals and keep it moving. That's it. I'm not interested. I really don't want to hear it.
Someone said apparently he was hacked. If he was hacked, it's been there for an hour now.
His team really needs to step it up on the socials.
Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know who his management team are, but clearly you've got a very, very NBA style footballer. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot to sort out there. You better deal with him. There's a lot going on there. Man's booking interviews by himself, doing posts. It's all mad. You better pattern up. But yeah, I think he's very influenced by American culture and speaking out and all that kind of stuff and talking like he's on a podcast all the time. But unfortunately, that's not the culture of the sport that you're in. And yeah, if you want to do all that, then maybe you do need to go to the NBA or whatever. But round here, it's not going to work, mate. And you're not going to be a pioneer in this field either. Like, you're not going to be the first in a long line. So, yeah, you better pattern up or keep it stepping, unfortunately, because we ain't rocking with that. Rock Nation. I think I missed that super chat. Hold on a second. Apologies. Matisse, what's up? In my opinion, Tuchel has to go and his replacement should be Graham Potter or Roy Hodgson. That's a troll from Matt. Matt, thank you for the super chat, Matt.
Thanks for the laughs.
Oh Lord, there's actually someone in my YouTube comments who always says Tuchel out under every video, and he's not a Chelsea supporter. These rivals, you need to do better. Honestly, do better.
Rivals want Tuchel out because they can see the danger. They can see it. They can see it.
Yes. See, if they didn't rate him, they'd say keep him. Just see, this is what I need you Chelsea fans to remember. You see all these rival fans that are trolling saying Tuchel out. You know why they're doing that? Because they are afraid of their competition, because they know he's a good manager. Did you see them saying that before?
Oh, I'm sorry, Matisse. People in the comments say he's wilding, dog.
He's wilding, bro. He wilding, dog. He wilding. For real. We ain't gonna make the playoffs, dog, if we don't start to pattern up our shit. I'm telling you, we're not beating Cleveland next week. We're not beating Detroit. I'm telling you.
Oh, Lukaku, man, I love you.
Lukaku, bro. You actually become the meme now. This is not good. It's worse when we're laughing at you. It's not good. It's not good. Big up Alex for the graphics, as always. Big up your damn self. Did a brilliant job. Harry says, even though Mount and Kai were uninspiring today, I strongly believe that against good defenses, we are better without Lukaku out down this hill. This is an interesting conversation, Anita. Because in the Champions League run, no Lukaku. Away at Anfield last season, no Lukaku. 3 times we beat Man City last season, no Lukaku. This season now, struggling. Struggling against the big teams. Are we better against the big teams without Lukaku? His Big Six record is not too good. You see, now that you've annoyed me, Lukaku, I'm not going to stop without. I'm not going to hide the statistics away. You see these statistics that I used to throw into the corner and not speak about. I am not going to do that anymore. Let's talk about it.
You used to back him. I was thinking, rah.
Bro, I was one of his biggest defenders. Like, I was on Big Six out here talking about, he has 100 million, but he's had COVID and he's been injured. And listen, we're not doing this and we're not doing that. Give him some time. Like, bro, you don't understand the amount of PR we were doing for you in this fan base. You really don't understand. It's nuts. All that time when it's nuts. It's
true. And people were talking about him disrupting the fluidity with his heavy boots and heavy leg and stuff like that. And we were here like defending him, saying, no, it's not that. We're not creating enough chances for him, etc. But now the proof is in the pudding. We beat Norwich 7-0 without him. We beat not Bayern Munich. Oh, sorry, it's the wine. We beat Juventus 4-0 without him. We've had some big results against other teams without him. And when he did come back into the equation, there were so many questions posed. And that's something to look at as well. Could we be better without a Lukaku? Maybe. We don't know yet because, we haven't had enough of a sample of Lukaku yet. That's my problem. We haven't had a wide enough sample of Lukaku getting these chances and burying them. So I don't know. Despite how I feel about him right now, it's still harsh to say that we don't need a Lukaku, because I still think that last season we were crying for a striker and we got it. Yeah, we got it.
I must say though, there are definitely other strikers and there are definitely ways to build your front three. And I think Liverpool and City have shown that with that kind of clinical but interchangeable fluid front three. But obviously clinical is the key word here. Jota, Mane, Salah, or you go with your Man City options. We can like, this is what I say, we're not bound to Lukaku. Like, we're really not. Like, we can go a different route. If you don't want to do this, we can go down the other route with the forward line. We don't have to go down this route. We can mix it up. We can get a different striker in. That's a different type of striker that maybe can interchange, and we can keep the pressing and the fluidity, and we don't have to worry about being so adaptable to what you want. So I don't know, big man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my eyes are open now, innit? We're starting to look at alternatives. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want that love back, you better do some madness. I don't know. I don't even know what you can do, to be honest. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if you have the facilities for that, big man.
You are so lovely to me on your channel. This is why I love coming here. It's so lovely lovely to me.
Listen, this is the love you deserve. This is what you get when you come here. Like, do you know what I mean? This is it. It's the Queen's speech.
I was taking a streaming break for the year. But I will never stop streaming with you, Matisse.
Honestly, you just come here whenever you need a little top-up mood booster, please drop by, because this is where it is. This is where it is, people. Do you know what I'm saying? The Queen's speech.
Do we tell people about our podcast or no?
Oh, we have dropped little hints. We have. I didn't tell them the name of it. I'm going to keep that. Hold that. But the branding's coming. Yeah, the branding's coming. I need to get an artist on this now, because this is it. Do you know what I'm saying? This is it now. This is it. The start of now, what is it? Sunday. So Monday now. Yeah, Monday's a big day for me working-wise. We're going to start lining things up. Yes, it's very important. We're going to wrap up soon, people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Anita's on the apple juice and I don't want anything to go wild. I have to make sure I stay monetized. I feel like I'm pushing my luck. It's only so long I can hold out before things go wild. But yeah, 2-2 final result. I'm happy. I think Anita's happy. We're proud of the team. Yes, we wanted to win, but we didn't. And that's okay sometimes. Like, sometimes in football, you've got to just take the context. You've got to take the whole situation. You've got to take the game. And you've got to be like, do you know what? We're not only here for the wins. Like, we want to win, but we're here for the team. And the team, when they perform and they put in that graft and they show that commitment, I'm still here and I'm happy with it. So any final thoughts, Anita, before we go? Let them know where to find you. Follow up on any socials. Do you know what I'm saying? That blue tick, that 10K, everything looking sweet on that Twitter.
Oh my God.
We want that on Instagram too. Maybe a little 10K over there, little tick over there too, maybe.
I know Instagram are really like stingy with their ticks. So I'm not even, I'm not going to attempt with Instagram. I'm not attempting Instagram, but you can find me on Instagram at FLWN__. I'm trying to put a lot more content out this year, so please do follow me on Instagram. And also on Twitter at FLWN_, just one underscore on that one. So yeah, I'm not starting a YouTube channel. I don't think I have the work rate of Matisse and Dami. Their work rate is just too much. Like, I cannot keep up. That's why you guys need to keep supporting Matisse and my brother Dami. You guys need to keep supporting them. But yeah, Instagram and Twitter, that's where you can find me.
There you guys go. Look, it's visual, it's on your screen. Links are in the description as well. Links are in the chat. So make sure you go and follow. Make sure you go and check it out, people. Obviously, like I said, we're moving on up soon. Dami's gone. I don't know where he's gone, but you know, I hope he behaves himself, and that is what I have to say. Let me not go into any more detail. For me, subscribe, smash up the likes. Video will drop tomorrow speaking about this, and speaking, I guess, about, you know, Fast and Furious Lukaku Part 3. If that drops, I don't know what's going on there. Do you know what I'm saying? His brother's doing a trilogy, Anita. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just back-to-back films, and they're all doing great numbers. So congratulations. Do you know what I'm saying? So, do you know what I mean? We'll go again tomorrow, and I'm sure something else we will have to speak on, but hopefully not. We got Tottenham, I think, on Wednesday, I'm not sure. I think it is Wednesday. So the games are coming thick and fast. Tottenham 3 times this month. City next in the Premier League. So it's a long day. It's a lot going on. Chesterfield is the only respite we get. So guys, subscribe. We just passed 21K. Appreciate it. Much love to you. I'm pushing. 30K is the next one. We're pushing. Roundabout. That's the next thing that we're looking to put up together as well, along with the poddy, with Anita and Dam. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's about to start building that studio right now. So there's a lot going on, people. There's a lot going on. So subscribe, smash up the likes, and leave it in the comments what you think. And I'll see you, man, in a bit, people. Peace.
Perfect.